Who knew the playoffs would be this good? Honestly, the amount of upsets we've had. 7-2, the 7 seed winning, 1-8, the 8 seed winning. It's been an amazing playoff so far, and I feel like I can speak for every NBA fan when we say that. When I say that this playoffs is going to be one to be remembered, and I'm just living in the moment. I'm happy that I'm able to make content from it because I feel like I started at the perfect time when the league is heating up perfectly. So let's get into my predictions for the second round matchups for all the series, and we're going to see who I think is going to make it to the conference finals. Make sure y'all like the video, get it around, subscribe to the channel because you're going to be seeing a lot of this for the rest of the playoffs. So join the community. The first series we're going to preview is the first one we knew was going to happen. Denver Nuggets versus Phoenix Suns. I feel like Phoenix got this. I'll say it quick. I remember 2 years ago when it was the Nuggets versus Suns in the playoffs. The Nuggets didn't really have nothing to combat it. Granted, they didn't have Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. Just Jokic and his squad, and they didn't really have a chance. They'll have way more of a chance this time. They're a way more complete team, but I feel like the matchup is not good. I feel like Jokic is gonna eat because DeAndre Ayton is not gonna have nothing on him. Like, like you thought Gobert and Cat was hard, even though Jokic thrived in that series. Imagine him against DeAndre Ayton, backup Biombo. I feel like Jokic is gonna have a field day. Assist, points, he's gonna be able to do whatever he wants. Offensively. But defensively, this team is gonna pick him apart because everyone knows that he's not the best defender. So I feel like Phoenix, like they did 2 years ago, Chris Paul's gonna take advantage of him. Devin Booker pick and roll with Jokic every time. They're calling up Jokic every time because I feel like that's a winning formula for the Suns. Even though Denver's offense, I feel like the Suns' defense is not going to be able to fully stop them. Yeah, I feel like the Suns' offense is going to be too much even for Denver. I wouldn't be shocked if Denver ends up winning this, but I'm pretty confident that the Suns will win. I feel like Devin Booker is going to continue his crazy playoffs so far. I think he's the top scorer in the playoffs per game. He's going to continue that feat. He's not going to slow down. I think Kevin Durant is going to have a more successful series this round. And because, yeah, I feel like no one's going to be able to guard him on that team. Honestly, who can guard Kevin Durant, to be honest? But, yeah, Chris Paul is going to have the best series. Out of any series he's possibly going to have in this playoffs, this is going to be his best one. And even though they don't have the depth that the Nuggets do, because the Nuggets have depth. The Nuggets can bring people off the bench to affect the game. But those main guys in the Suns is just too much. I feel like it's too much for every team. I feel like I'm going to say this every series, but I feel like the Suns just got too much for anybody to handle. I still feel like it's going to be close. I'll pick the Suns in 6 or 7, but I feel like the Suns, when they win games, it's going to be comfortable. And if Denver win, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a battle. And they're just going to edge the Suns. But, yeah, I have the Suns going through comfortably. The next series is, who would have thought this series is going to be in the second round? Most people had both teams being bounced out by now. But they're both in it. So now let's talk about the Miami Heat versus New York Knicks. The New York Knicks have home court advantage. Wow, at 5th seed. You don't see that often. But this is a hard one to predict because one, Julius Randle's not playing, or he's injured. Who knows when he'll be back? But it don't seem like he'll be back the first couple games, especially because Miami finished the job against the Bucks so early that the Knicks didn't even have a lot of time. No, yeah, they finished the series both on the same day. So the Knicks could have had some extra time to rest Randle, but they didn't. They don't have that. So Randle, I feel like, is gonna miss some games. Tyler Hero's still out for the Heat. So then it's just, yeah. So putting that aside, I feel like the Knicks are gonna win this series. I feel like even though they got Jimmy Butler, I feel like not even the Knicks have better defenders than the Bucks, but I feel like as a collective, I don't know, just watching that Cavs series, I really am surprised by the Knicks defense, and I feel like they can replicate it this series to make it so tough on Jimmy Butler. What did Donovan Mitchell do last series? He barely did anything besides the first game. He was very inefficient. 22 points per game. That's a big drop off for Donovan Mitchell. And dare I say, I feel like the same thing may happen with Jimmy Butler. Maybe not to that degree because Jimmy Butler is a better shot maker, but I feel like they're gonna slow him down. And besides Jimmy on that team, I don't trust no one offensively on the Heat. Bam Bam just has been very disappointing this playoffs. Good defensively, but just not providing nothing offensively. And then unless you have Max Struess or Gabe Vincent going crazy from the three, then if they're not, they'll rely on Duncan Robinson. And if he's not going crazy from the three, the Miami Heat really are limited, and limited as in here's the ball, Jimmy, go do something for us. I feel like there's going to be too much of that in the next series that the Knicks are going to be able to be better at stopping that than the Bucks were. Also, the Knicks are crazy at rebounding. Just the or not Duncan Robinson, the other Robinson, Mitchell Robinson alone had more rebounds than the backcourt of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. What makes you think that Bam, who is shorter, and then I think Butler's the power forward, what makes you think that they're gonna have more rebounds than the Cavs would have against the Knicks? I feel like the Knicks are gonna really win this rebounding battle. We thought they won it last time. I feel like this time's gonna be even worse. I feel like Brunson is gonna go crazy again because no one's gonna be able to stop him on the Heat. I really think that the Knicks are gonna go through, and I think they're gonna go through again through five. The Knicks, they're my surprise of the playoffs. They're who I'm rooting for now, and I just want to see them prosper because they deserve it for the year they've had. Even for missing Julius Randle right at the end when he's been so consistent the whole year, I feel like they're getting what they deserve. New York's getting what they deserve. They've been kind of disappointing the last decade, and now they have a blueprint. They have a future, and their future can be now. Their future could be now. They can make the Eastern Conference Finals. Dare I say the finals? So I'm rooting for the Knicks. I have a lot of confidence in them that they will continue what they did last series to this one, and I feel like they will be able to stop whatever the definition by stop Jimmy Butler. Really slow him down. But yeah, I feel like the Knicks are gonna win easily. Celtics versus 76ers are going to be very interesting because Joel Embiid is rumored to still be dealing with that injury from last series, and without him at full strength, Philly don't stand a chance. Let's be honest. Philly this year has shown that their offense runs through Joel Embiid, and that is the advantage they have over any other team is that they have a big man that's so dominant offensively that really any opposing center can't deal with. He's getting buckets over any center that you put in front of him. And without him being that big distraction, people will be double teaming him every game. It's all reliant on James Harden and Tyrese Maxey. And James Harden, so far in this playoffs, even though it's only been 5 games, no, 4 games, they swept them. Um, he hasn't looked the best. Where like coming into this series from last series, you can't be like you expect him to do great things because he hasn't shown it. But like who knows? Maybe with all the pressure on him, he may know that this is probably his best chance to win a championship. This is arguably the best team he has around him. So hopefully that will give him motivation. But unless Tyrese Maxey absolutely takes control of the series, I think Boston are comfortably gonna take this series. Even though in Atlanta they had some shaky times, I feel like everyone knew they were gonna get through. Maybe they took the foot off the gas a little bit, even though they shouldn't have, because Atlanta made it closer than it should have been. But Boston are just too consistent. They got the shooters that Philly don't got. They have like a team defense that Philly don't got when Joel Embiid's not there, and they're just a unit. JT, JB, really, D'Anthony Melton is a good defender. McDaniel's a good defender, but I still don't think they're enough to fully shut these two down. And these two controlling the offense for Boston is a recipe for disaster for the other team. That Philly, I don't think they're going to be able to match their intensity, match their IQ as a group. Because honestly, Boston has so many great defenders and they just play so well as a team. I think Boston's going to be too much for Philly, so I think Boston are going to edge it. Last series is the series that we still don't know is going to happen, but the second round is going to start before we find that out. So I'm just going to make a prediction. It's the Lakers. The Lakers, a 7 seed. They made it past Memphis easily. Honestly, at the end of the day, easily. They slapped them the last game. And this Laker team is going to have some time to rest because they're waiting to see if they're going to face either the Warriors or Sacramento. They're going to clash in a crazy Game 7 that I cannot wait to watch because this has been the best first round series. And the fact that it's the only series going to 7 is very fitting. And I'm going to make two scenarios on if the Lakers would win a series against each team or lose against which team. So, first, the Lakers versus Sacramento. I feel like with AD showing how dominant he was last series, I I don't see a world where Sabonis, even Alex Len off the bench, because they're gonna have to use him this series, isn't gonna be able to stop Anthony Davis. He's shown that he's way too locked in this playoffs, and barring no crazy injury, I feel like he's gonna continue this dominance. LeBron's able to in comparing it to his history, his legacy. He's been a little more laid back. He's been granted that opportunity that he can lay back because he has so many shooters around him, so many great playmakers, and Anthony Davis is going crazy. So he's been able to be more relaxed, not having to carry the burden, go crazy, and I feel like that's gonna really get him ready for this playoff series. And I feel like the Lakers defensively will be a very hard matchup for Sacramento. I feel like Sacramento against the Warriors have had it easier because the Warriors turn the ball over a lot and they don't go to the line as much as the Lakers will. The Lakers will drive against opponents and just make it very, very tough for Sacramento to stop them. Sacramento is a fast paced team. I feel like they will make Anthony Davis and LeBron work very hard running back and forth up the court, but I still think the other guys on the Lakers are gonna make the series go in their favor. So that's versus the Lakers. But however, I feel like Golden State versus Lakers. I feel like Golden State will give them such a problem because I don't think no one on the Lakers can guard Steph Curry. Like Sacramento had Davion Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, two quick young guys, like kind of on Steph Curry's height. De'Aaron Fox is a bit taller than him, but on the Lakers side, D'Angelo Russell in the starting lineup, he's not going to be able to guard Steph Curry. D'Angelo Russell doesn't hustle like that. He's not going to be running around like that to be able to stop Steph Curry. Austin Reeves is probably your best bet. I don't think he has the size or like I honestly think Steph Curry will expose him, even though he's been great this season and in the playoffs. I don't think he's the best matchup for Steph Curry on the other end. So I really feel like he is gonna have a field day. I feel like how the Warriors play is just gonna break down the Lakers. You're gonna have to rely on D'Angelo Russell having a very good 3 point shooting series. Austin Reeves is gonna have a great 3 point shooting series. Honestly, the Lakers just in general are gonna have to pick it up from three if they want to be able to match Golden State's productivity on offense. They also don't have no one that's really gonna stop Anthony Davis, but Draymond gonna make it damn hard for him. Kevon Looney gonna make it damn hard for him. Kevon Looney with those rebounds, and Davis is not gonna have it as easy as the Memphis series. So yeah, I feel like the shooting overall is gonna be what tops Golden State past the Lakers. But this is a series that I feel like is more closer, harder to judge than the Sacramento one. I feel like Lakers will comfortably win for Sacramento, but against the Warriors, I feel like they will struggle and they will come out short. Which is sad because Golden State, man, I just hope the Sacramento deal with Golden State right now, honestly. But yeah, not wait till the second round starts up. It starts up tonight. Phoenix versus Denver. Excited, can't wait to watch it. But yeah, the second round's gonna be exciting. Can't wait to report it to y'all. But till then, don't know.